back to our revision of the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. And today is day 101. And I have chosen for this day the 18th shloka of the 14th adhyay, chapter 14, verse number 18. Let's chant it. Urdhvam gachanti sattvastha madhye tishtanti rajasa jaghanya gunavrittistha adho gachanti tamasa. Those who abide in the quality of sattva wend their way upwards, while those of a rajasic disposition stay in the middle, and those of a tamasic temperament, enveloped as they are in the effects of tamogun, sink down. Let's see what all this means and what can we do with this information. So there are different stages of our evolution based on our awareness, based on the level of our agitation, based on the finer points or the finer power of our intelligence. So at the bottommost rung of the ladder of evolution, we can call that the stone level, where there is no awareness at all of the world. It exists. You know that everything is Brahma, and Brahma is made up of Sat, Chit, Anand. At the stone level, Chit and Anand is not that much manifested. Sat, existence, is there. The stone level has no knowledge of itself and cannot know anyone else either. Higher than the stone level, we can say, is the plant life. Plant life has consciousness. It can express itself. It can react to stimuli. So it is a little bit higher. It has a basic consciousness. It exists and has a basic consciousness. Higher than plant life comes the animal kingdom. In the animal kingdom, awareness has grown a little more based on instinct. It works on instinct. There is no intelligence yet, but there is instinct. It has knowledge. It can perceive. It can interpret, but on the basis of instinct. Now, higher than animal is our stage, humans. Humans are Sat, they exist, they have awareness, they have knowledge of themselves, and they can have knowledge of others, Chit, and they are also capable of Anand. So it's the highest evolution in the universe, on the earth rather, of evolution, human beings. But there is a stage higher than humans also. We call them heavenly bodies, or we can call them devtas. They don't have any physical body, but their intelligence, their awareness, their knowledge, everything, their powers are superior to human beings. And finally, there is a stage even higher than the devtas, and that is the stage of the Jivan Mukt, or the liberated, or the self-realized individual. So our journey, spiritual journey, is all about self-purification, rising from the lower levels of intelligence, lower levels of existence, purifying ourselves from tamogun, rajogun to sattva, and finally transcending sattva also. So to understand this, we give an example of a bungalow, a mansion. So it has the ground floor. It also has a first floor. And there's a wonderful big staircase going up. It goes up, and then there are landings in the middle where you can rest and then go further. So in this bungalow, we humans are standing on the landing between the ground floor and the first floor. All right, where there's a flat place where we are in the middle. We are in the middle. Below us, on the stairs below us, you can say, are the animal and the plant kingdom. On the stairs, just after our landing, are the heavenly devatas. But no one has yet reached the top floor. The top floor is for the Jivan Mukt. Now we are in the middle, on the landing. Now we have the ability to choose whether we want to go down the stairs or we want to go up the stairs. If we go up, we will go into Sattva, where the Devatas are. If we go downwards, we will go into animal yoni or plant life. That is the most privileged place from all that we find, the humans find themselves in. And we have that opportunity to choose. So, are we going to go Sattva up? Are we going to go Tamo down? Or are we going to just stay in the middle with Rajas? That is our choice. So I'm going to give you 3 action points to go up the stairs. How can we go up the stairs and not go down the stairs and not even stay in the middle? So the first step would be to rise from Tamas to Rajas. That is the first step. Because even in the middle where we are, there are some parts of us which are still tamasic. We're not all rajasic. There's also parts of us which are tamasic. So tamas, being the lowest rung in the human stage of evolution, is identified by inertia, procrastination, ignorance, stubbornly stuck in our mistakes. We don't want to change. We don't feel like changing. We would rather stay dukhi with all our faults than make the effort to change. All right. And because of this, we don't perceive the world correctly. We are unable to take our decisions correctly. And if we were to die in this tamasic state, which is predominantly tamasic, if we are predominantly tamasic, at the time of our death, we will take birth again in a lower yoni, means go in the stairs downwards. So that's the meaning of the shloka, which says, and those of a tamasic temperament sink down. It's sinking because we have got an elevated state as a human being, not taking advantage, benefiting from that beautiful birth that we have been given, remaining tamasic. At the end of our life, if we stay that way, we will sink down into an animal life or a plant life in the next life. What can we do? What is the sadhana? What is the action that we can do to come out of this? First and foremost, a tamasic person will change only if he is inspired to change. Otherwise, he will stay stubbornly in his old habits. So, if you know someone, not yourself, if you know anyone else, or you recognize yourself also as a tamasic person, suggest to yourself that you should go to a guru, attend some satsang, read some good books, see some good video, get inspired to change. And if you do get inspired, then what are the sadhanas you can do? First, observe yourself. Observe in which situations you are displaying tamasic guna. In which situation? Because not in all situations you'll be the same. In some situations you'll be tamasic. In other situations you may be rajasic also. So where are you tamasic? That's the first thing you should check it. Then invoke rajas. That I want this area of my life to change from tamas to rajas. So what should you do? In those moments, where you feel you are being highly predominantly tamasic, at that time, do some action. Go for a walk, put on some music, dance, do some yoga, do some stretches, do some activity, maybe tidy up your cupboard, maybe clean up your kitchen, maybe do some gardening, play with your with the children, do some baking, do something. Don't stay in that tamasic kind of laziness. Then avoid foods that make people more tamasic, like non-vegetarian food or bread, cakes, pastries. They make people highly tamasic. Stale food is known to make person tamasic. Heavy food, oily food, fried food, alcohol puts you into a stupor, completely no. And brinjal for some reason is not good for you. So these are the foods you should avoid, and even other foods you should avoid overeating, because overeating makes you tamasic. And one most important thing for our Kali Yuga days, avoid tamasic TV serials, movies, videos, all these programs. They are creating havoc in our antakaran. So if you want to rise from tamas to rajas, which you have to, you can never ever go from tamas to sattva directly. Impossible. You have to take first one step towards rajas. And doing all this will help you reach rajas. Then you have the second point, from rajas to sattva. All right. Rajas is what? Characterized by activity. And that is good. There is nothing wrong with activity. In fact, it is very good. Only when it goes into overdrive, where you cannot be still, you want to keep doing without stopping. Endless lists, endless must do, endless shopping, endless work, endless whatever. Then that becomes problematic, because along with the physical activity, there will be a lot of mental activity going on also. Sankalp, vikalp, overthinking, and none of this is conducive to sitting quietly in meditation, which is one of the advanced practices of the spiritual journey. All right. Also, being over emotional, over sentimental. If you are, continuously getting triggered by emotion, that is also considered highly rajasic. So if you die in a highly rajasic, predominant rajasic temperament, then the next life you will come back to earth. Okay, so in tamas, you will go into a lower yoni. If you die with rajasic temperament, you will come back in the middle. How can I, what are the sadhanas I can do to rise from rajas to sattva? First, again, just like tamas, become aware. Where am I being more rajasic? In which part of the day, in which activity, in which trigger is causing me to be rajasic? Unless you know that, you cannot change it. So then take breaks. This rajasic person wants to keep working. You go to work, you're working. You come home, also you want to do work. So take breaks. There's a whirlwind of activity which is not conducive to spiritual growth. Take a break, relax, sit, do nothing for some time. Just sit, relax. Avoid foods that make you rajasic, like spicy food, chilies, garlic, onion. All these are highly rajasic. Alcohol, again, no. Too much tea and too much coffee, that also creates too much of rajas. Do things like yoga, which calm you. And in yoga also, hold the poses for a little bit of time. Don't do like very active yoga. There are people who do yoga as if they are doing some cardiovascular exercise. So a Rajasic person who wants to become Sattvic must hold the poses for a while. Do pranayam, okay? Choose programs on the TV which are Sattvic. Avoid video games which continuously make you change. The screen goes on changing. You have to do things fast. Press this, press that, look at this, look at that. Someone is shooting, someone is doing something. Avoid all those things. These are not good for you, okay? Avoid too much activity on social media. Your phone is a useful tool for you. When you need it, pick it up. And when you don't need it, put it down, okay? Go for long walks. Become aware how much you're using your mind for judging others. This is all highly Rajasic, all right? Third point, we want to be in Sattva, but not just once in a while. We want to be established in Sattva, because Sattva is truth. Sattva is knowledge. Sattva is balance. Sattva is love. Sattva is harmony, compassion, forgiveness. So all these things will help you to be calm. Therefore, you will be able to concentrate. Therefore, you will be able to meditate. Therefore, you will get liberated. So therefore, we want to be established in Sattva. What if I die with a predominance of Sattva as my guna? 100% Sattva if it is, then I will become Devta. Okay, I will go into the higher evolution. Can I reach Sattva and stay established in it? Yes. How? Express unconditional love through seva. Do seva unconditionally in Karma Yoga Bhav. Give only Sattvic ahar to all your 5 organs of perception. Sattvic food, Sattvic drishti, Sattvic smell, Sattvic sounds, Sattvic touch. Be alert. Even if you have reached Sattvic guna, from time to time, because we are still living in sansar, there will be opportunity to slip into rajas or slip into tamas. So be aware and catch yourself before you slide down. Do puja, do path, do jap. These are all Sattvic activities which will help you stay established in it. Do shravan, manan, nididhyasan. All these things will help you stay established in Sattva. And when that happens, the universe will take care of you, and you will become Jivan Mukt also. So that is what Bhagwan has told Arjun in chapter 14. Tomorrow we'll go with one more teaching of Bhagwan.